There you go.
Okay. We're going to start the CAC meeting for December 3rd. This is being taped, so it will be on YouTube for any of the residents who want to observe. Did everyone get a copy of the minutes that Sudhir sent?
Yes.
Okay. Did anybody have any comments? I had one, just a spelling error on the logo post. And then I asked him to correct a sentence because it looked like I called and the Saratoga Tree Nursery catalog wasn't available online. And then the next sentence said, I passed out the catalog to the members. So I asked him just to correct that it read easier and that it wasn't online for people going into the website, but it was sent to me. So can I have a motion just to accept the minutes?
So moved.
Okay, is anybody taking notes? Who is it today? It's Linda, I think. Today, I think, but okay. Well, I have a lot of notes here, so we can do that. I'll take care of doing the minutes. The next thing we have to do is the schedule for next year. Usually I pass around the form and everybody fills it in. So I will send a copy around, and if you guys just let me know your preference. Okay, we're still doing the planning board attendance and the bulletin board. Okay, and then whoever does it, that corresponds with the meeting, they do the minutes. Okay, and then at the bottom too, just write down your telephone numbers and your email addresses in case there's any change, so that we can keep everything up to date.
Okay.
Shall we do the tree selection? Does anybody have any preferences? I passed out the catalog or the listing of trees that are available for next year. We're going to still plan ahead and do same as always for the Conservation Day. Whether or not we'll be doing it at Town Hall or our usual place will be up to the environment at the time. So can I have anybody's selections or suggestions?
I like the looking at what was not available last year. I like the 9 bark.
Yes.
I like that, and I like the. Did we ever down at the bottom? It says blue spruce.
Those are, I think, the container stock. If you look at this sheet.
Yeah.
On the bottom.
Yeah. But so if it's container, does that mean that it's too costly to include in our giveaway?
We can certainly still do that. They're limited, so we would have to, call. But I plan on being on the phone January 1st at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
So that we don't get shut out, on our selections.
Okay. But the blue spruce and the balsam fir, I think would be would go very well if that was within our budget. And the pollinator packet.
Okay.
Pollinator packet, and about that for the conifers. Did we ever give away a red pine?
I don't think so. But remember, the conifers,
They don't go that well.
They don't go that well because they're too slow growing. They take.
Oh, they are?
They take.
The really big trees in general. I mean, blue spruce is a really big tree, too. And generally speaking, the big trees don't go that well.
No.
Although I really like the tamaracks that we did last year. I wouldn't be opposed to doing them again. They didn't go too well, but that was mainly because we were at town hall and very few people came.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're not being offered this year.
No tamaracks?
No tamaracks.
Oh,
But the
it's
blue,
Japanese larch. That's what it
yes,
is. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, the Japanese larch, yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a pretty one.
It's the same tree as the tamarack.
Yeah. They get nice. They're a nice shape. And they get yellow in the fall. If we do the blue spruce too, we would get 50, which I think is a doable number. It's when you have to get rid of 250. That's a bit cumbersome.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have the Japanese larch, and the balsam fir and the blue spruce.
Yeah.
Okay,
And the flowering trees always go.
yes.
Yeah.
So especially the dogwoods, all kinds of dogwoods.
Yep.
We can get as many as we want of them, and they're all gone really early. So,
Everybody recognizes the name.
right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see. I went through and did a lot of the. Nope, I gotta find it. I went through all of the ones, especially the ones that we haven't given out in a couple years, and so I think that they might go pretty well. The you also said the 9 bark, right, Martin?
No, I didn't.
I'm sorry.
Mike.
So I think that was Michael said that.
Yeah. Now, the 9 bark is included in the pollinator packet.
Yeah. We would probably have to separate them though, unless we did 3 of them or all of them together as a pollinator packet.
Okay, so but it does come as a separate item under in the second column, right?
Right. But if you wanted to do the pollinator packet, we could get those and just put the 3 of them in together. We'd have to tie them up somehow and advertise it as a pollinator packet.
Okay. And as a pollinator packet, that means that they work well together. Is that why? What's?
Well, because I think they're all just pollinators.
All
They draw bees.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we need beads.
Yeah.
Bees. Okay. I have one in my backyard and I absolutely love it. The 9 bark.
Yeah.
And they have the flowers almost like maybe a verbena.
Yeah.
No. Is it a verbena?
Verbenas are nice too.
Yes.
We've had them some years.
We have.
But they get color in the spring and the fall, right?
I think they kind of stay.
Do they do?
I think they kind of, yep.
They're an evergreen.
The what? The 9 bark?
No, the verbenas.
Oh. Okay. Let me see. And we did the hardwood species. A lot of those are either small trees or shrubs. So people might want a variety of those because they supposedly, according to this, only reach 14 feet.
Oh, the one that we were talking about at the meeting was the red maple. That was on the list this year and it hasn't been in the past.
No, sugar maple.
Oh, wasn't there a red maple too?
No, the sugar maple.
The sugar maples are nice too. They're pretty.
Yes,
they're pretty cool.
And that's a name I think that
People will recognize.
Okay. Let me see. I made some notes about some of the ones that we had before. Okay. The mountain ash, and evidently it's not susceptible.
It's not?
But that says 10 to 30 feet tall. We can only order 25 of them. So it would be something that we would, might want to consider.
What about the American hornbeam?
I think we have offered that before,
Yeah.
but I haven't. But I don't really know much about that one. The river birch, which is here, that's looks very much like a birch tree,
Yeah.
but it's more for wet areas along the streams and things like that.
It sounds like we're going really heavily for a lot of big ones, though. I mean, people always ask for small stuff.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It's supposed to be a 5 foot to 14 foot.
I liked either of the plum species. I mean,
Yeah, the beach plums went really well when we had them. We didn't have them last year, but beach plums
Right,
were really popular. And again, they're bush. They're not a huge tree.
right. The American plum we have that we could
that's definitely, you know, something.
because you can eat them. I
Yep.
mean, you know. Okay, so we'll put down some of the American plum. Okay.
And people have asked for fruit trees.
Yes.
I mean, we don't have too many fruit trees from Saratoga Nursery, but people ask for them.
They the other one they have here is the wild apple.
Yeah. But sometimes people have said they don't want a lot of mess in their yard.
Right.
Yeah. Is a wild apple more like a crab apple, or is it more
Yes.
like an eating apple?
A crab apple. They're like they're smaller. They're like the ones they have out by the Anley home
Yes.
in the shakers where they used to get them
Yeah.
and can them and stuff. You can eat them, but we used to use them for making pies and things like that. But that might be nice to have. They have pretty flowers, and
Yeah, the crab apples went well when we had them in the past.
the other ones we had, that apple one was Ag and Market said no. They finally had it taken off the list that we used to get. Okay, we'll give it apple.
What about the black cherry?
That's another huge tree.
Oh, it is?
It's really big. Yeah.
The sand cherry is really nice.
Sand cherries are nice. They're a bush.
That's a bush, and I also have that one. That's the one with the little teeny tiny pink flowers on it. It's really pretty. So okay, well, let's do the sand cherry.
In fact, sand cherries went even quicker than dogwoods. We could order a lot of those.
Okay, yeah, we could, because
And the plums, the beach plums, they really went.
we have the staghorn sumac.
Yeah, no, that was a mistake last year.
Yeah.
We couldn't get rid of those.
This is a different sumac. But these are the ones with the big red
The big,
berries.
yeah.
Look
Berries,
very attractive, but I think the sumac,
Yeah, I think people are just scared of sumacs. They think poison
yeah.
when they think sumac. So
Yeah.
Okay.
that may not be true, but it scares people off.
Okay. Some of the other ones, we have the button bush.
Those went well. People
They-
like them.
They do, yeah, and they're a pretty flower. And okay, and there is a high bush cranberry.
Oh, that went well too.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think anything like,
Pardon me?
I think anything with edible portions is going to be, you know, popular.
Yeah, we actually had people asking for blueberries, but I don't know if we can get them.
No, they don't offer them. Sean, Laura keeps track of our most popular, what goes first, so that we know kind of what to order for the final year.
Okay.
Year. So now the question becomes, do we want to, I know this is Arbor Day and we're supposed to stick with the trees, but we did do the pollinator plants, what, a year ago, 2 years ago.
They went well too.
Oh, yeah.
I went to George's and asked him if he would give us the same deal, which he did last, and he said yes. So, what do you guys think about that?
That's
Oh,
a
I
good
would
idea too.
recommend it. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So
Yeah.
we'll do some of them. He charged just $1 a seedling. They were more than seedlings, so they were big. And I'll see what varieties he can offer us. They're all perennials, so that will stay. And then I think if we're in the same situation that we were last year, they will be much easier to place with people rather than have them not go anywhere, or by the time we get them to places, because we donated a bunch of them to the Conservancy, but a lot of them were by that time, even though I used to stop at the garage and water them, and so they
Yeah, well, last year was just a disaster.
yeah.
The vaccine is supposed to be rolling out by April. So maybe if we, even postpone Arbor Day till late May or early June, things might be starting to open back up again.
Right. The
Yeah.
problem being with that is you have to pick up
The seedlings in time, right?
That's a problem we ran into last year.
Well, can we ask them in advance if we can postpone it a month or two and not pick them up for a month?
We can. I tried last year, but they wouldn't do it.
They wouldn't do it.
No.
I mean, I think if we're concerned about like having an event or something, we could just make it so that, you have to we can promote that. We can promote it as much as we can and just, have people, make appointments.
Yeah, we could do that. Last year it was difficult last year because we had to change the date and the location 3 times. And so that was, I think Town Hall would have worked out really well if we had been able to advertise it a bit more. But because we didn't know where we were going to be, it was difficult. I'll check and see what the last day is that we can pick them up at Saratoga. And
we could also have people just pull up in cars, going with what Martin's thinking. Instead of getting out and getting in a line and kind of looking through the trees, we could have them just stay in the cars and
Right.
be at, and we could do the running back and forth and delivering.
That's what, yeah, it worked well last year. But we didn't have all of the other people that we usually try to invite to, be there for the residents and stuff. And I don't know if anybody will book anything at this time or not, because usually we start in January to get people to come. DEC, Cooperative Extension.
Well, Ben will come.
Yeah,
We'll have the Adirondack Mountain Club.
that's true. Yes.
Yeah, but maybe that next year the library will be open.
Yeah.
And I think the library brings a lot of people in, and they see that we're over there and they come over. I think that would also bring more people. And now I know the library is limiting the number of people that come in, but maybe by next year they'll have some of those restrictions will be eased a little bit.
Right. And the farmer's market.
Yeah.
That's what happened. We had to squeeze in.
Yeah.
Farmer's market. Also too, the tent. The tent is, the town is not sure, at least they weren't last year, whether or not they were going to do the tent. So if we have bad weather,
Yeah.
Even though we have been in mud up to our knees, so a lot of the things still are up in the air, but we just need to plan it and do it. Okay, and we'll just do the same thing we did last year. That worked out well. We had somebody at the entrance give them the information. They drove around. They hollered what they wanted. They came in the car and we put it in the trunk or gave it to them. So I think that will work. Good. Okay, so this is what we have. We have the Japanese larch, balsam fir, blue spruce, 9 bark, buttonbush, American plum, the apple, the sand cherry, and the cranberry, high bush cranberry. Okay, is that a good mixture, do you think? And the pollinator packet?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Did you say beach plum?
Yes. No, I said American plum, but they are offering the beach plum.
Okay, well, just so you get a plum in there.
Okay.
Could we go for both plums?
We can.
Okay.
Okay.
Plum. Did now they have, what dogwood were we giving away? They mentioned gray dogwood, and then there's silky dogwood.
Yep.
Any possible dogwood. The flowering dogwoods are the most popular. Do they have
Yeah.
flowering dogwood this year?
They have silky, red osier,
They have right above it gray dogwood.
right, gray.
I have some gray dogwoods in my yard. They're less showy than the flowering dogwoods and the red osiers,
Uh-huh.
but they go. You know, people like them. So
Okay.
Okay.
so all of the above with the dogwoods. The
Right,
more
because
the better.
a lot of them will be limited because we can only get 25 or 50 of them.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 11 varieties plus
Okay.
the perennials. So I think that's a good choice.
Yeah.
Okay. And we have some that, you know, do good in wet areas.
Yeah, the high bush cranberry is a wet area
And
tree.
other one that they have offered, which is a Ragosa rose. Now, I know that we've offered the Virginia and the wetland rose before. I don't know if we've had the Ragosas.
I think we have in the past, but I had heard that they were an invasive, so I'm surprised that that's on the list.
Well, they can be. They're working their way towards it, but they are a really nice bush, and
They were ones that people liked. They really went.
and the fragrance is absolutely amazing
Yeah.
for those. And the thorns would kill you.
They,
Terrible
maybe
thorns?
because of the sandy colony soil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they'll go on anything.
I know. They that's why you see a lot of them on Cape Cod.
Yes. I have a bunch of those in my yard too. So, okay. You know, the winterberry too is here.
Oh, that's a popular one.
Right. But the problem with that is in order for it to bloom, you have to have a male and a female, and they do not separate them as such. So you could get 2 males, 2 females, and I mean, they'll grow, but nothing will happen. So we probably need to let that one go. Okay. I will work this up. I will minus the cost for the perennials, and then send out a list to everyone. And then certainly if there's any changes, we'll make them on the 1st. But I will be on that phone 9 o'clock.
That sounds good.
Yeah, try to make it as late as possible. You know, if we can make it even like May or June or something,
Okay, because
you know, late May, June.
it won't be that late because they
won't let you pick it up that late.
Yeah. And we did that last year. We kept them for like a week.
And it wasn't good. It killed them. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I still think, whatever day we put it, I mean, people will still come. I mean, if the shutdowns are going to be, as they were, last year, I mean, people are going to need stuff to do, and this would be a perfect opportunity.
Yep.
That's true.
Yes. Okay. Did everybody get the ethics request, the forms?
I think I got it, and it's in a pile someplace, so I have to do it.
Till the 31st, I think, of January, but we need to make sure we got those.
Okay.
Mike, did you get yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
It came by email, not by mail, right? Okay.
Okay. Let me see.
I'm in the mail.
You got yours in the mail.
Yeah.
Okay. I did. There were some training sessions coming up. I did do a webinar on Wednesday, and it was about complete streets, which was interesting. Also, there is one on this. I think this is Thursday. It might be
Next Wednesday.
from Ingrid.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, the Hudson River Estuary Program.
Uh-huh.
So what I'll do is I'll contact Ingrid and have her put everybody's name in her email so that everybody can get them. And if you have an opportunity, everything now is webinars. So, but that was a very interesting one. And it's going to be conservation planning in the Hudson River Estuary Program. So, and then there's a whole slew of them that will be coming up, and the Capital Region Planning Commission also is offering one, I think, every week until then. And I think that's all I have. Does anybody else have anything since I've been doing all the talking? We don't have any plans to review. The last one was the Verizon. That meeting was canceled on Tuesday. The planning board is going remote, I think, until further notice.
Yep, they'll be remote on 12/8. That's when they're going to take up the meeting materials from this past week, and then 12/15 there'll be 2 cases on that agenda. The Starlight Retail as part of the Gillespie project with ACO, and then the other one is escaping me right now. Yeah, but we got another one in there too. Sorry.
There was a DCC meeting this week. They review Keeler Honda on Route 7, and they're going to the parking lot where Hewitt's used to be.
Yeah.
They bought that, and they had been parking cars there and things like that, but they're going to be building a couple new buildings, an Alfa Romeo and another Honda.
Wow.
It's a parking lot. And then the next one was 2101 3 and 5 Central Avenue, and that's going to be 2 buildings, 1 business. The gentleman who owns the property is going to have his business there, rent out the others for a business, and then the back is not a warehouse, but a storage area. So, but those are just, that was just CC, the very beginning, of the project. So that gives us something to look forward to.
Is that going to be a self-storage? Is that what you meant?
I don't believe it's going to be a self-storage. Yes, yeah, you're muted, Sean.
There's, because of zoning, it won't be a warehouse, but it'll be, some sort of associated with storage with the principal use of the building. So I think the challenge was there that they cannot develop a warehouse as its principal use.
All right.
But it's going to be associated with the business. But, those are things that will be coming in the future. Is there anything else? I mean, I hate to do the talking all the time. Really and truly, I do. And if anybody comes by my neighborhood, I want you to know that the Griswolds have moved in next door.
Oh, really?
The entire front lawn is lined with lights, as is every slot on the house.
Oh, that's nice.
You'll be able to see us from outer space.
Yeah, I have a few neighbors that are like that.
Yeah, now
I'm still doing Thanksgiving. I haven't gotten Christmas up yet.
Is Paul trying to compete with them?
Well, no, that's what he said. I can't put out those little things we have. I know. So
there's a lot of lights out this year.
I know. Everybody's just
Yeah.
for some reason.
People must have had a lot of time. Plus, we had a warm November.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else have anything they wanted to bring up or comment?
No, I'm good.
I will get that list out to you as soon as I figure it all out, and then we'll just plan. I'll see what the latest date is that we can pick up the seedlings, and then gear that to that time. Usually we go the first weekend
May.
which is the 1st of May this year. So if we go a little later, that might work out better. And Monique is working on the Tree City USA application. We were lucky enough to be able to provide pictures of our event last year. So I think probably we were one of the few people who were able to, to have something. So,
and that's out to the town supervisor for her signature.
Good. Okay, guys. Thanks. See you in 2 weeks. And, we might have to have a virtual holiday party. We usually go to, never mind. Virtual party.
Okay.
Okay.
I'd be up for a virtual happy hour. Bring your own bows. That's okay.
Well, maybe not on a town that's recorded.
Right.
Oh, if you'd like to adjourn the meeting for its official business, we can do that, and
Yes.
you can discuss the social events.
Can I have a motion to observe?
Okay, second.
We're done.